We are now the first people in history to have been kicked out of a cheesecake factory.
You know what? I think we ought to go see Brian.
He always
gets
loves
this.
it when we come to
Right.
see him.
Well, it's not a good time. I'm expecting people in about an hour.
Anyway,
We'll go
so
fast.
yeah, here it is. Let me just give it to you straight away. We started off, we wanted to go see a movie, and like it was terrible, and they shushed us and everything, and we were like, what the fuck?
We wouldn't even have been there if you weren't hung up on those stupid cookies.
What?
Well, okay, so we went to get the Girl Scout cookies, right? But the Girl Scout was out of cookies, so we couldn't get any cookies from her. That was the thing.
Why was she still there if she was out of cookies?
Well, okay, she had cookies, but she didn't have the cookies that I wanted, right? Because, like, we only went to the QFC. I mean, no one goes to the QFC to buy cookies, right? Because they don't have shit for cookies at the QFC. Like, that's just a given, right? So if you're going to get cookies, you'd go somewhere else. But the whole point was we're at the aquarium, and I saw these cookies, and someone was eating them. They were Girl Scout cookies. Like, oh, right, it's Girl Scout cookie season. So I went there to get the cookies, but she didn't have those particular cookies. And at that point,
and
we're
you were
already
like,
at the QFC.
you were already like focused on the cookies while I was having my big production.
Oh, this is at the aquarium.
Right. Because
Yeah,
I go,
that's where we came from for the cookies.
Yeah. Because I just go there. I want to feed my seals because that's the whole point of me donating money to the Junior Aquanauts. And the stupid lady that I gave the money to the first time is off that day, and they have no record of me giving this.
Which is ridiculous
Right.
because how do you even keep that for charitable donations? They have to report that.
I
so
have
the
no
fact
idea.
that they didn't
Oh,
write
I don't think
down
it's
that
charitable. I
why
just have
not?
to pay this so I can feed the seals. This
But
is
it
like
should be a
expense.
charity. I mean,
the
there's a certain
Aquanauts.
amount of privilege in this feeding the seals, but that's just like getting front row seats.
I'm just
That's
saying,
fine.
like, I wanted to feed the seals today, and I couldn't because they lost the record, right? So I write them another $2,000 check so I can feed them this afternoon. Only I don't get to feed shit because everyone's in a crappy mood, and it seems like the whole world is against us. Before this, it was another thing.
Right, that was the mini golf. I basically got hit in the head by some kid. I mean, we're right in the middle of hole
Yeah.
50.
Hole 50. How did
Yeah.
you have time for 50 holes of mini golf between a movie and the aquarium?
Well, it's actually 72 because we were playing just while we were killing time waiting for Watchmen.
So you were at mini golf while you were waiting for a showtime?
Well, okay, we weren't waiting for a showtime. We were waiting for it to finish downloading, right? Okay, well, we didn't want to BitTorrent it. We wanted to just see it regularly.
Right.
Well, Jeff wanted to see it regularly.
Yeah,
and
we
I
were
was
at
like,
the
okay, I'll
yeah,
go
we
with
were
it.
at the movie theater.
Yeah, we went to the IMAX, we bought the tickets, and we're waiting in line, and that's when the problem started,
Right.
okay? Because the next dude who comes up in line is like this total douchebag, and he's like got a cigar in one hand, and he's got like this ridiculous outfit with a smiley face pin.
Right, the
And like
comedian.
his hair's, I don't know what that is.
Right.
Okay, so he comes up, and I'm like, Jeff, what the hell is this? Right? I say it very discreetly.
I guess.
But apparently was like eavesdropping on our conversation, okay? So he starts
Yeah,
getting
he
mad
was not
about
happy.
it. No, he wasn't happy.
Right.
But I don't know comic books, so I'm just like, I don't know what to do.
Right. So I step in.
Right. So Jeff steps in, and he tries to smooth things over.
Right.
Now, unfortunately, his strategy for smoothing things over is to just spoil the movie for the dude, right? He just starts talking about what happens to his character in the movie, and you know what? It doesn't matter because the next thing that happened was even worse than that.
Right.
Which is
Oh,
the
shit.
dude behind him in line, new guy
Right.
comes up. It's this huge blue fat dude
Oh,
in a
my God.
Speedo, okay?
Right. This was not the way it
Falling
should
out of it.
go.
It was like a 500-pound Greg Louganis,
Right.
all right? Just out of control, okay?
Right. That's Dr. Manhattan.
All right, I have no idea what that is, and I don't care what that is, but he hears Jeff spoiling the movie for the other guy, okay?
Also
and he
not
starts
happy.
to get mad.
Right.
Okay, so now we got two mad dudes behind us in line, and it's spreading. It is
Right.
starting to spread, okay?
Right.
So I'm like, Jeff, we gotta get out of here before I injure somebody, all right? We gotta get out of here before I injure somebody. Eventually he comes around, and we walk away.
Right.
They're all pretty excited about this, all right?
Yeah, they
'Cause I
think it's some big
well, I
victory.
think they were worried what was gonna happen if I turned on them, all right? So they're pretty happy that it
Possibly.
didn't come to that, okay?
We were
And
the
so
bigger
am
man.
I. We were the bigger man. So we walk away. And that was that. But we still want to see the movie,
Right.
right? So Jeff's like, well, BitTorrent it. And I'm like, fine, but you're not BitTorrenting it at the house anymore,
Right.
because this is the whole thing, right? I had to institute this rule a while back, right? Because Jeff kept BitTorrenting all the movies from the house, and I kept getting all these letters from the cable provider, right?
Right.
And that's bullshit because it's in my name. So I'm like, from now on, because of the cease and desist situation, we're having a new rule: you BitTorrent from the library.
Right.
BitTorrent from the public library. That's what it's there for. Anonymous surfing, public library. That's the
Right.
only reason they have them anymore.
Right.
No one gives a shit about the books. It's all the internet. It's all about the internet connection.
Which turned out not to matter because their internet bandwidth totally sucked.
Yeah, I don't even care about that because the whole thing was people were shushing me.
Well,
Right?
you
Now
were
I don't need
getting
the
shushed
shushing. I
because
don't
you
need
were
the
yelling
shushing.
at me.
Yeah, well, that's because you weren't downloading the movie.
Wait, what were you downloading? I thought that was the whole reason you went to the library. You were trying to download The Watchmen. I don't understand.
Well, he was downloading a movie. He just wasn't downloading the movie we were supposed to be downloading. We went there to
Yeah,
download
he's downloading a
Watchmen.
better
'Cause
movie.
okay, look. you can't spell anything right. So when you typed in Watchmen into the search box, you typed in Watchmen
I just did a
torrent and hit
typo.
return, it was some other word you typed in.
Right.
So it came up with the little correction thing that said, did you mean Watchmen torrent? And instead, you looked at the first link which said Crotchman torrent, and you were like, what's that?
Yeah. I'm
And
like,
you clicked through.
Yeah, bonus. Because if you had the choice between Watchmen and Crotchman, what would you choose?
Neither.
All right,
I
you
wouldn't
know
download
what?
Okay,
neither.
but
Wait,
because
stop,
they're both
stop it. You still haven't explained how you got hit in the head when you were playing mini golf. How did that happen?
Okay. I can explain that.
Like I say, I sponsor the Junior Aquanauts.
And I can't see because there's this like purple moose on a rocket thing.
Basically, it's free paid labor, right? It's bullshit.
Anyway, I was pissed and so I threw it in the walrus pit because the bandwidth at the library sucks.
Like, fuck everything else.
We didn't come here to waste your time with that though. We're
Yep.
talking about serious shit, but that's a problem. I agree with that.
We should
Okay.
write a letter.
We should write a letter.